Hey, good morning, everyone. We're ready to go. Hope everybody had a nice evening. Here we are. Boy, look at that trade. Look at that trade on crude. Now we're locked a little bit because of all this real high volume at the open. We're looking for a long trade on the E-mini. No trade on crude. Now we have long bias on the E-mini and the 15's above the 50. We have no short setup. Crude just made an untradeable turn here. No short here. Bad short right into support here. We still have long bias. We need the 15 above the 50. No continuation short on crude into the low of day. Three lines red, no quants. Crude just pushing down the low a day. Way off resistance here. It's a hanging C. A lot of red on the E-mini. Oh, we need a pivot. We're selling it down close on the E-mini. First target's out. Let's get it to go. Go! Come on! Keep going! Oh, man. I think we got 5 ticks on it. I watched the E-mini again. We're selling it down close. moving the first stop to 3. Our first target. I took us out. We missed it by 1 tick. Well, this is Friday. It was a super choppy. No 3 line here. No, we just developed triple quants. Crude's just pushing down the lower day, oversold. Or price action along a flat modified 15. Let's see if we can get a pullback here. The modified 15 just went red. Here's where we need the B candle. Ma, look at this trade on crude. It was into the LOD. Right here. It's just going crazy on huge volume. Right at the value area low. I watched the down close on the E-mini. All right, we're going to sell a down close. All right, close the trade. We got no wick on the. We got no wick. It was a winner, but we had no pullback. Let's look for a pullback to the value area low. You lost one trade by one tick and no pullback. Quant line's green. No trade on a major quant green. Where is our major quant? Why isn't it red? No quants on the E-mini. There they are. After the entry. Look at that. Look at the E-mini. I mean, look at crude. MA diff is 56 on crude. Just a candle too late on this consolidation signal with no quants and green stochastic. Now I could have traded an oversold market into the lower day. A tick costs us about $500. A tick, no tick pullback here, cost us this big move down or nice move down, and we need one more tick here to get a winner. Our market's real choppy. Looking for a short trade on crude. We need the 3 line. I'm sorry, short trade on the mini. And we're just a little late today with all our weather signals. We're losing our quants here. I think diff is 17. No short trade here until the lower day. tell you, we should be done. And we're still slugging it out here. No continuation short into a pivot and lower day. This is where we look for a reversal. We're 21. MA diff is 21. We're way oversold. No continuation here. Market broke the pivots, pushing it down lower. I mean, we just cannot chase this lower. Unbelievable. Now we need a pretty big retracement. I mean, this is a gigantic E-mini collapse. I watched the down close here on the E-mini. No, nothing tradable. Let's see if we can retrace back to the 50. Oh man, look at price. Look at volume. We don't even have any quant lines. I mean, this is when we're dying for a trade, but we just don't have a low probability setup. We took 3 good trades and didn't make any money. One small winner and one loser to show for it. Let's get this up close. All right, let's watch this roll off the 50. That was really almost a potential trade on the major quant in the 3 line. All right, so we're still anticipating a short trade on the E-mini. We need an up close and a down close. All right, watch the down close. We didn't take it. We didn't have the 3 line. See, we break above the value area high in that low volume node. Now anticipating a roll of the E-mini to the downside. When E-mini is lurching. No long trade here. That wasn't our setup. And we avoided a loser. I'm not going to chase this market. The major quant now. They pushed the trade up. Watch the up close here on the E-mini. We're going to buy an up close. The trigger's 99. Entry's 98.75. Doesn't look like we're going to make it. No, order's canceled. We had triple quants, and we had the 3 line for a second on this candle. Watch the down close on the E-mini. And it worked with no quants. I was hit and miss. Well, there they are. I mean, this is really a mess in here. I mean, trying to trade it is really semi-impossible. Now, if we can get a big candle on crude, we have a potential short trade. Dow's down 206.59. The S&P's down 25. The NASDAQ is down 70. It's a sea of red on my watch list. I watched the up close on the E-mini. We're going to buy an up close. We're going to take 3. We got it. Keep going. Go. Keep going. Here we go. Go all the way. Son of a gun. I moved the stop up 1 tick. Go, go. Oh, Jesus. All right, it just came back and nicked us. We finally got our alignment. Triple quants and the 3 line. Down $37.50. We took 4 ticks of slippage on our loser. All 4 contracts took an extra $50 loss. I mean, the difference in that trade was an $150 winner versus a $350. That's a $500 equity difference on 1 tick. Watch the E-mini again. Buying it up close. No, we're in. We got the first target. Now run. Come on. Go. Come on. Go. Come on. I'm taking contract number 2 out at 4. Go, go, go. Yes, we'll take it. Actually, we took it at 5. All right, we're out of the trade. I don't care if it runs 1,000 ticks. We played it conservative. This is what we needed. We just needed our alignment. We needed triple quants. We needed our 3 line. And we're confident we'd get a winner. Now we're up 175. Despite the fact that we had all of this headwind, no pullback on a huge move. We lost a trade by 1 tick. We're still gonna make money today. Today I need to mix Xanax in with my Coke. But when you get these 3, when you get these 6 lines, if you have any kind of reasonable setup and you take it, you've got a really good chance of getting a winner. Now, see, we made extra money by taking it off early. Now, we're not taking another trade. I'm going to stop. I mean, I may be overly cautious. This is a treacherous market. We'll go over everything. Here's our trades. We should have made a ton today. But it's a Friday. We're up $175. We lost an extra 50 on this loser that we never should, that missed by a tick. We'll go over all the trades. We lost 350. We made 150, 162.50. We made 212.50. Here's our trades for the week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 winners and 1 loser. And our max loss should be 300. We got a tick of slippage on the exit there. On all our contracts, we'd be up 225. Today, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and we still made 175. And I'm not going to push it. We're going into 11 o'clock Eastern on a Friday, and this is really a treacherous market. Let's go over crude first. Now, that was an early morning signal, and really a tough signal to take on a multi-candle pullback without the 3 line. Well, I'm letting let everybody else fight it out here. I forgot to look at how much money we made for the week. We made 2,050. Not risking that. And today was a day we had to work for it because we had a loser. This C candle's way off resistance. No way we could take that trade. This market's oversold. And you always have to be careful in a break of consolidation on an oversold market because it can break to the upside. Now, this was also a trade into the lower day. The lower day is right there. I can't recreate it exactly, but this candle was right into that lower day in an oversold market. Now, it is out of consolidation. This is a long period of consolidation, and you can take it. It's just a lot of risk. This is going to come right back at you. This candle almost did. This candle almost did. And you can see what happened. The market just blew down on huge volume, institutional volume. We never take that C candle. This is way oversold, and it's way off of resistance. On a statistical basis, this candle's a very, very low risk, low reward trade. And we just have to trade the numbers. And then tons of chop. Let all the other little guys get beaten up, eaten to death in this chop. So the E-mini was challenging today because it was real mean to us. The first trade I took, we didn't have the best background bias, but we took a trade out of consolidation and it went 5 ticks. This was really this is the perfect trade that loses. Remember, I told you they're out there, and I told you we're going to hit one, and we did. We had 8 red lines, dual cash, the whole 3 line, all the quant lines, and it went 3, one more tick, and it shot through our stop so fast we lost an extra 50 on the exit. I mean, this is this is why you have to be so conservative. And then this is a perfect trade. I know it's into support, but it's out of consolidation. We're as tight into resistance as we can. We have the 3 line. We have the intermediate and the minor quant. And we didn't get a lousy wick. And this costs us a 2.5 point trade. So in these 3 trades, 1 tick more to the downside or 1 tick a wick, and we would have been out with a lot of money. This single trade here was a $500 difference in equity because we took a $350 loss when we should never have because of slippage on the exit. And 1 more tick to the downside, we would have made $150. $500 difference here. So these 3 trades, market really, really conspired. Now this was this short. Looking back on it, I probably should have taken it. And the thing I didn't notice and should have was that we were really in an area of dual resistance. This low volume node and the value area low and the modified 15. It's almost triple resistance. I focused on the quant lines. It did make the trade a lot riskier. We didn't have the 3 line. It really is an iffy trade. The fact that it worked is irrelevant. On the right edge, this did not appear to be a great trade. And now that I look back on it, it still doesn't look to be so great. And this is all just hit and miss. We know we're anticipating a roll to the downside, but we've got a green quant. We don't have the 3 line here, and the market fell. And we missed this move down. We didn't trade into this unbroken pivot. And this was pretty far off resistance. Same thing here, very far off resistance. I mean, they're tradable, but they're risky. I don't want to take any risk. Now, I looked real carefully. I mean, I had my finger, I was just about ready to call this trade. But I'm thinking out loud to you. We had the 3 line and we had the major quant, but we had dual cash red in a market with a very strong down conviction. You can see we've got down background bias. But this looked like a nice setup for a reversal, and it worked. Only if I didn't call it, it means I didn't have the conviction to take the trade. Only I did see it was a potential counter trend trade on the major quant, the 3 line, and the 3 line, and the fact that it broke and retested the modified 15. I just want you to see all the potential setups and what's going on in my head. You see this trade, I don't know, it may have gone 3 or 4. These are all just real risky trades here. This is all just, to me, it's just junk. I wouldn't trade any of this stuff. Then we got what we wanted. 6 lines. And up for 2 1/4. 6 line, here's 8 lines. Now we have a long bias. You can see the background kicked in right after this candle went up, looking for a long trade. And boom, boom. We got 2 really, really nice winners. And now, forget it. We're not going to trade on. I mean, this is a pretty good setup. We have the 3 line. We don't have the major quant. Now it's kicking in. But on a Friday up 175, 2020 for the week. It's time to go out to lunch. Here again is our weekly total. A whole week, we took a $350 loss, and that loss was 1 lousy tick. There are our trades. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. There we go. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. All right. Let me see if there are any questions. It locked our chart. Now, we could always get another winner, but we'd always get another loser. If you've made $2,000 for the week and you don't stop at 11 o'clock, you really should. This is the way to trade. So let me see if there are any questions. Hold on. I'm going to find out, Tim. Okay. Sure, you can. Roy will set you up with the recording. And let me have Sergio check the auto. Sergio, can you check the auto? That's our intercom system here. We actually have an intercom, we don't use it. Nothing, no trades. It did yesterday. What did it have? 3 winners?
No, 2 trades. We'll get 1 this week.
No, yesterday it took a nice winner on the 6B later in the afternoon. It was a full winner. I was watching it. We're looking here. My pleasure, David. Sergio, did you put those JPEGs up on the website of our ATMs? Okay. The ATMs are up, David.
one winner for 275.
Okay, yesterday we had one winner, one loser. Loser for 175, winner for 275. So yesterday we made $100. Today we have no trades. This is really, really a choppy market. Now this was a winner, but we're just not in the trading game anymore. Now, if you have the 3-line indicator, okay, great, David. I mean, I told Sergio to put it up. He eventually remembered, and he did. Now, if you have the 3-line and you want to upgrade to the full system, we're going to offer you a special today, and we're going to give you credit for your. We're going to give you credit for the 3-line, and if you want the rest of the indicators, we're going to give you our webinar price. And if you're on a trial and you don't have anything and you want to join us, become a member of our family, we'll send you an email. And, you know, we hope you'll come aboard. I don't think you're going to get a system that trades better than this. I mean, nothing about the system is intuitive. And every time, 99% of the time when I trade my gut, I always take losers. You just have to take low risk signals right off the system, and they almost always win. I mean, the one loser we took today by one tick, was a perfect trade. We would have had a perfect week, and those are going to happen. We could avoid these right here. That was a real stellar trade, but it just didn't go. It shot down 3. It didn't hit our 4th tick, and that was it. So if you're interested, we will send you an offer. You're welcome to call us. I mean, this is what we're going to do week in, week out. I mean, obviously, it's going to stall us out on some winners, but we can't have any FOMO here, because when we take a signal, it almost always works. And you can see that today this week from the way we traded. And the one loser we took was sort of, you know, it's not a heartbreaking loser, but we had everything with us. I mean, and you can see also on the loser, there was almost no risk. It was a perfect setup right here. And then this was sort of a heartbreak. This is a little bit of a heartbreaker, because if we would have got that one tick pullback, we would have made the loser back almost. And also we got slippage on the exit of the loser, the one tick loser, and so it cost us dearly. But we closed the day up 175, and that's not a bad day. If we did 175 every day, we wouldn't be in bad shape. So I hope everybody sees the power of the system. I think it's a terrific system. I don't think you'll ever see one that predicts price movement and price direction out into the future better. All you need is a little bit of patience and a little bit of discipline. And never worry about the winning trades that you leave behind, because they're not relevant. If you ever think you're going to get into every winner, you're going to wind up going bankrupt. You're never going to get into every winner. What you need to do is to win every low risk entry that you take. And that's how it works. If you don't trade with specificity and wait for the market to come to you, like here, 6 green, 6 green, the modified 15 is green, the 50 is green, our bias is long. These are the trades that work. It's the only way we can trade. And crude gave us almost nothing this week. We had a really lousy crude week. Didn't actually participate in anything. So let's see if we, you know, I think we can make 1,000 easy a week. And my goal is to try to get us between 1,000 and 2,000. I mean, we only need 2 or 3 winners to make 1,000, as long as we avoid the losers and let risky trades go by. And that's what I did. And there were, like this trade right here, I really felt had a great chance of winning, but it just didn't align. I want to have that a red major quant here. We did have the 3 line, but it just wasn't enough for me to take this trade, and I don't want to extend myself out on this. And this would have been a nice winner. But the other key too is if I didn't get the winner and it went by, I never traded the market with revenge. I never got angry over the way it robbed us here, and then lost my discipline and started trading at every signal. This didn't turn out to be a loser. This is a very risky entry. Came all the way back and then fell. I just wasn't going to get into any risky trades. And if we would have taken a small downdraft today, it wouldn't have mattered to me. We didn't get these setups, I wasn't going to take them. And that's how the room goes. You know, some people may get frustrated. We don't get more winners, but let me tell you, if you can make $2,000 a week on the number of contracts we trade, I mean, here's the key. If you can get, and I want to count the number of trades again. Now, somehow, I don't know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Out of 14 trades, we have 1 loser. I mean, we're trading better than 90%. This is about 92%. If you can get that kind of win-loss ratio, and you trade double the number of contracts, you get the confidence to do that, and you have the account, you can make you can make an enormous amount of money. It's just about avoiding losers, and if we do that, we will be profitable every week, week in and week out. And the 3 line is extremely helpful. This trade had the 3 line. This trade had the 3 line. This trade had the 3 line. Almost every trade I take, this counter trend that I was looking at to take has the 3 line. This C, I was not so crazy about. It would have worked too, but it had the 3 line. The short we took with no pullback had the 3 line. This winner had the 3 line. And this had everything. It had the 3 line. One of the reasons why I took it, we didn't get a pullback. So I'm going to go with the 3 line. I want order flow, momentum, and stochastic to be in my direction on multiple time frames when I take the trade. It really does help tell you where price is going to move out into the future. So that's it. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and we've got a thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people in the room made a lot of money, and I'm real happy about that. $2,700. Congrats. Okay, listen, everyone. Again, great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you guys on Monday because we're gonna kill it again. No difference in strategy, just patience and discipline. We're gonna let price action give us the entry, verify it by our indicators. Every one of them has some meaning. Every line we have here gives us relevant information. Every line on the 3 line does. Every line of our quants, same thing with crude. Crude just didn't give us any setups. We didn't spend much time reading the crude chart because it was such a wreck. And the cash quants on the E-mini are just not that powerful. I don't know why, but they aren't. But they're reading 6 tick metrics and 6 volume metrics. It certainly helps to have the trade in your direction. You see the cash called the short. Now, I'm not going to call a short on the basis of the dual cash. It's just too risky. But it does. You can see right here, dual cash red. Down the market went. Dual cash red. I see it, but it's too risky. And then the other thing too about these shorts are they're not coming off of any area or counter trends. They're not coming off of any area of resistance. They're just floating in the middle of nowhere. And you do want to take a counter trend at least off a pivot or the value area high or a high of day. But remember, the dual cash are assessing the cash market. And the market's falling because they're red. They're not red because this market is falling. So they really are predicting real well, the direction of price, and they do matter. Now, but see right here, they don't call the trade. So their predictive value is okay. And when you have the trade like here, and you have both dual cash lines, it does definitely help you. But I wouldn't let the cash lines keep me out of a great trade if I had all the quants and I had the 3 line. Now the cash metrics on the NASDAQ, the Russell, and the Dow are much more powerful. But the NASDAQ is too crazy to trade. You should see it. I'll show it to you today. I mean, it's set up for some great trades. Look at that trade. Look at that trade. These are very lucrative trades. But it also just gives you a lot of false signals because it spits out 13 ticks. But today it worked great. There's a winner. There's a winner. There's a winner. There's a winner. You could have made a fortune today, seriously, trading this market. Here we don't have the 3 line, and it blows right up. You have to have the 3 line on the trade. None of this is tradable. It's a tradable short. And there's your perfect trades, long and long. And both of these are very, very lucrative trades. They're both full winners. This is 7 1/4 points. And this is 6 3/4 points. And both of them have 6 green. Here you have 7 green. And here you have 7 green. You have at least one of the cash metrics in your favor. So great trades today on the NQ, but the NQ we traded, it's just very difficult to trade. And we're doing great. 14 trades and 13 winners. You can't beat. But if you want to trade the NQ as another instrument, you can, and the cash metrics will help you. I'll just look really quickly at the Russell. We'll look into markets today. I just have to pull this open. Pull that open. I haven't made these lines thicker like I did with the other ones. Let's see the Dow. The Dow really doesn't look like it had. Here, there's your Dow. Signal right there. You've got the 3 line, all 3 red. You've got one of the cash metrics red, and you've got the intermediate and minor quant red. And there's your winner right there. That's a perfect Dow trade. And then I don't think there's another one. Well, it's a tough one. Not much on the Dow. And we'll take a look at the Russell. I'd love to trade the Russell, but this doesn't have any volume. Hang on one sec. I used to trade the Russell. In 2004, I loved the Russell. Now, right here, the C candle is tough. It's into the point of control. There's a lot of support. But you've got 8 red lines here. All 3 quants, which are very powerful on the Russell. You have the 3 line and both cash on that C candle. That's a good trade. I mean, it's a little risky because you're trading into the point of control, but man, it just ate through that. You can see not much of a wick. There's your other trade on the Russell. And these are nice trades. So you only get 5 ticks, 5 points on a Russell, or $5 per tick on the Russell. It used to be 10. The C you can't take. It's hanging out in the middle of nowhere. So 2 nice trades on the Russell. If I could watch more instruments, we'd get more winners, but I just can't watch any more than that. But the Russell and the NQ had really, really great setups. And then last, I'll just show gold. You can see where we did get in the trades on gold. Now, I think we have to roll the contract date. And I think that's one of the problems. Hang on one second. It's really hard for me to keep track. Let me just go to tools, and I'll have Rory send out an email. I think that's the problem with gold. Yeah, gold has gone to April. We'll send out an email. I have to watch these more carefully. I'm sorry. Where's GC? Let me bring it in. Unclose. No, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll it to April because we're gonna roll the automated to April. I'm glad I checked before we close out the week. Let's look at the April contract. This is Akamai coming up. It's a stock. I don't want to look at that. Here's April gold. Let's see what we got. Good volume, 300 up here. Just going back to Akamai. Or else Akamai is switching to gold. Hang on one second. Yeah, the gold chart's loading here. Here we go. If you think you can handle multiple instruments and you want to use the scanner, let's talk to us about it. Here's 9 o'clock. It's pretty choppy. See, that's a potential entry. The auto didn't take it. It would have top ticked us out, and then we would have gotten the move down. But we wouldn't have had the 3 line. No great trade on gold on 311,000 contracts. So that's it. David, if you don't have the quant cash, talk to Sergio. He'll set it up. Now, I just want you to know that if you want the cash metrics, you have to pay for a second data feed. I pay for it. You have to pay for a kinetic data feed. I pay $59 a month. You have to go to Kinetic. I'll show you the feed. Because you have to bring in data from the cash markets. It's right here. And it's easier to go to subscribe. And you just get the basic system. If you go to learn more, just go. Sergio knows how to sign up for the basic system. You don't need any Globex or non-Globex. Let me see if we just go to subscribe here. Here it is, basic service. That's all. You just keep going to subscribe, and you purchase the basic service. That's all. And what you get is 500 market metrics, including the tick and trend, which we don't use. But these 500 metrics are what drive the cash. And you go to learn more. Whoops. Oh, I want to do that. I think you skip all of this and just go to next. That's it. Just skip everything, answer these questions. These are yes, and these are all no. And then you put your information in, and you're going to get the basic data feed. It's all real-time data on the 500 metrics that we use for the cash markets, and that's how you do it. I mean, I don't have any relationship with Kinetic, and I pay this. I pay the. It's just the price of doing business. And if you look at the tools and you look at the instrument manager, these are all metrics from Kinetic. And if you want Sergio, he'll help you set it up. But that's how you need to get the cash metrics going. And we have them on the Dow, the Nasdaq, the E-mini, and the Russell. Okay, David, that's how you're going to have to do that. Unfortunately, we can't get those 500 metrics for free, but they're well worth it, believe me. So that's it. So listen, everyone, have a great weekend. I hope to see everyone in the room on Monday. I know we're going to make money. It's just a matter of how much. We're going to wait for the juicy trades, and we're going to jump on them when the 3 line and our Quanta line. We have background bias. We're going in and we're taking the trade. Anytime I hesitate to take a trade, it's always because inside I know it's risky. And the only one then we're going to end was this counter trend, because I had the 3 line and I had the major quant on the E-mini. The only one I felt the sweat on my mouse finger, but I just didn't want to hit it. And even though it was a winner, it's okay. I don't care. I didn't chase the market up, and we got our winners. And so we're done. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. Sure, David, no problem. Take care. Have a great weekend, everyone, and hopefully we'll see everyone on Monday. Bye-bye, all.